Have you ever wondered if the seafood on your plate, the kind you believe is good for your heart or brain, might actually be quietly harming your health, especially after you pass 60, when your body isn't as resilient as it once was, and your liver, kidneys, and immune system work more slowly? These seemingly safe foods can become silent enemies. The truth is, not all seafood is created equal. Some varieties are like medicine from the sea, helping to reduce inflammation, protect your brain, and strengthen bones and joints, while others act more like toxins on your plate, carrying harmful chemicals, bacteria, and pollutants that an older body struggles to process. So in this video, I'm going to reveal 4 types of seafood that anyone over 60 should absolutely avoid, while also introducing 4 types you should include in your weekly diet if you want to maintain strong bones, flexible joints, a sharp mind, and an energetic body. All the information I share is based on peer-reviewed scientific research combined with real-world data on senior health to help you make safe and smart choices. Before we dive into each type of seafood, I want to ask you, how often do you eat seafood each week? Have you ever felt joint pain, fatigue, or mental fog after eating it? Leave your answers in the comments section. My team and I will read and respond to each comment because every experience you share is valuable and can help other seniors over 60 avoid the same mistakes. Now, without keeping you waiting any longer, let's start with the first type of seafood you need to avoid immediately, especially if you've ever had heart problems, high cholesterol, or joint pain. This will be the first step in understanding which seafood truly belongs on a senior's plate and which ones are quietly harming your body without you even realizing it. First up are raw oysters from warm waters, often considered a delicacy and served at parties, upscale seafood restaurants, or special occasions. With their fresh appearance, tender texture, and distinctive salty taste, many seniors believe they are an excellent choice, both nutritious and rich in zinc and vitamin B12, supporting the immune system. However, for those over 60, raw oysters can become a life-threatening gamble without you even realizing it. The key lies in the biological nature of oysters. Oysters are filter feeders, meaning they draw in everything from their surrounding environment, both nutrients and bacteria. In warm waters, dangerous bacteria can multiply rapidly, especially Vibrio vulnificus, a bacterium that can enter the bloodstream, causing severe infections and even death if not detected in time. Seniors are the most vulnerable group as their immune systems have weakened and their liver and kidneys no longer function as efficiently. According to CDC research, people over 60 are 80 times more likely to contract Vibrio than younger individuals. And those with underlying conditions, such as diabetes or liver disease, face a mortality rate as high as 52%. At first, the symptoms can be very mild: nausea, stomach pain, or slight discomfort after eating. But within just 24 hours, the condition can escalate rapidly: high fever, chills, and the appearance of blisters or skin lesions. The bacteria multiply at an alarming rate, attacking the entire body, causing organ damage, and potentially leading to multi-organ failure if not treated promptly. This is exactly why raw oysters become the highest risk seafood for anyone over 60, often without people even realizing it. Some people might think that eating raw oysters just once is harmless, but in reality, every meal is an opportunity for bacteria to enter the body. For seniors, the liver and kidneys have a reduced ability to filter and detoxify, so toxins accumulate more quickly, increasing the risk of infections and long-term complications. Additionally, studies have shown that raw oysters can also increase the burden of gut bacteria, making digestive disorders more likely and reducing the absorption of essential nutrients. Fortunately, this risk can be completely managed by proper cooking. Steaming, boiling, or grilling oysters until their shells fully open will kill the bacteria while still preserving nutrients like zinc, vitamin B12, iron, and other minerals essential for seniors. You can even replace raw oysters with cooked mussels, which still provide a rich source of nutrition for bones, immune support, and brain health without the dangers posed by Vibrio bacteria. For those over 60, making this change is a smart health protecting move, especially if you have a history of liver disease, diabetes, or high blood pressure. Just one wrong choice, like eating raw oysters from warm waters, can lead to serious complications, from severe infections to multi-organ failure, making treatment more complex and recovery longer. On the other hand, safe alternatives allow your body to absorb nutrients, reduce inflammation, and support long-term health. So think of raw oysters from warm waters as a red warning on your plate. Just because they look fresh doesn't mean they're safe, especially once you've reached 60 plus. Always prioritize thoroughly cooked seafood, know your source, and combine it with other mineral-rich foods. This habit not only lets you enjoy seafood safely, but also protects your bones, immune system, and memory, ensuring that your later years remain strong, active, and full of energy. Next up is king mackerel, often found on supermarket shelves with its shiny body and advertised as rich in omega-3, a type of fat known to support heart and brain health. Many seniors, seeing labels like heart-friendly or brain-boosting, easily assume this is an ideal choice for their meals. However, for those over 60, king mackerel carries a hidden danger that few realize: alarmingly high levels of mercury. This comes from king mackerel's position in the ocean's food chain. As a top predator, it consumes smaller fish throughout its life. Each meal leaves traces of methylmercury, a toxic form of mercury, which accumulates more and more as the fish ages. When humans eat the fish, this mercury transfers into the body, quietly attacking the brain and nervous system. For those over 60 whose bodies can no longer detoxify quickly and whose liver and kidneys work more slowly, mercury easily accumulates and can cause long-term damage. At first, the effects of mercury can be very subtle. You might notice a slight hand tremor when holding a coffee cup, forget a word mid-conversation, or even walk into a room and forget why you came in. Over time, prolonged exposure to mercury can lead to peripheral nervous system disorders, causing numbness or loss of sensation in the hands and feet. Large studies, such as one by Harvard involving more 200 seniors, show that those who eat king mackerel weekly experience cognitive decline 30% faster than those who avoid this fish. Alarmingly, once neurological damage occurs, most of it is permanent and difficult to fully reverse, even with later detox or treatment efforts. What makes king mackerel especially dangerous is the illusion of health. Many seniors eat it believing that the omega-3 in the fish will protect their heart and brain. In reality, the mercury accumulated in the body can outweigh the benefits of omega-3, like taking vitamins wrapped in poison. What's worse, the symptoms don't appear immediately, making it difficult for consumers to realize that they are gradually being affected. The good news is, you don't have to give up fish entirely. The key is making smart choices. Instead of king mackerel, seniors can focus on Atlantic mackerel, wild salmon, and sardines. These fish still provide plenty of omega-3, but have very low mercury levels, making them safe for the brain, heart, and bones. Additionally, if you've eaten king mackerel frequently, you might consider a blood mercury test and consult your doctor for guidance on reducing toxins in your body. To stay safe when eating king mackerel, if you cannot avoid it completely, you should. Choose smaller, younger fish, verify a clear source, limit consumption to no more than once a week, and combine your diet with antioxidant and mineral-rich foods to reduce the impact of mercury. However, the optimal approach is still to avoid this fish entirely, especially for those over 60 or with underlying heart, blood pressure, or kidney conditions. Overall, king mackerel is a neurological trap, looking fresh and advertised as nutritious, yet quietly loaded with mercury that can impair memory, coordination, and accelerate nervous system aging. For seniors, every meal matters, and one wrong choice can have long-lasting consequences. Instead of taking risks, choose safe fish that are rich in omega-3 and low in mercury to protect memory, bones, joints, and independence in later life. Next on the list is shrimp, a seafood favorite in the U.S., appearing at home dinners, buffets, or even in convenient frozen packages. With its sweet taste, easy preparation, and affordable price, shrimp seems like an ideal choice for seniors' meals. However, few realize that over 90% of shrimp imported into the U.S. comes from industrial farms in Asia, where the farming conditions are essentially a toxin hotspot waiting to pose risks. At these farms, shrimp live in overcrowded, polluted environments contaminated with human and animal waste and are treated with antibiotics, pesticides, and banned chemicals. These substances are used to help shrimp survive in confined conditions, grow quickly, and prevent disease. But the consequences fall on the consumers. People over 60 are particularly vulnerable, as their liver, kidneys, and immune system no longer function at full capacity, allowing these chemicals to accumulate and cause a range of serious health problems. Some studies have shown that many imported shrimp samples contain banned antibiotics, including chloramphenicol, which can cause bone marrow suppression, and nitrofurans, a carcinogenic compound. Additionally, research from Texas A&M found up to 162 veterinary drug residues in imported shrimp samples, including 11 substances that are completely banned. These chemicals not only stress the liver and kidneys, but also disrupt gut microbiota, leading to bloating, constipation, and even an increased risk of drug-resistant infections, an especially serious concern for seniors. These harmful effects don't appear immediately. For those under 60, the body is still capable of detoxifying and tolerating low-level chemicals. But after 60, detoxifying organs slow down, the immune system becomes less responsive, and medications for underlying conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, or high blood pressure can interact negatively with the chemicals in shrimp. This means that a seemingly healthy meal can trigger inflammation, prolonged fatigue, digestive disorders, and in worst-case scenarios, an increased risk of cancer or severe infections. The good news is you don't have to give up shrimp entirely. The key is choosing the right source. Seniors should prioritize wild-caught U.S. shrimp from the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic coast. These shrimp are strictly regulated, raised in clean environments with minimal chemicals, and still retain their fresh, delicious flavor. Additionally, make sure the shrimp are thoroughly cooked and avoid eating raw or undercooked shrimp. If your budget is tight, you can still stretch high-quality shrimp by combining it with vegetables, beans, or whole grains, making meals both nutritious and economical. For seniors, spending a few extra dollars to ensure quality and food safety is far more worthwhile than risking long-term health issues. In summary, imported shrimp from Asia is a dangerous nutritional trap. It may look fresh and be easy to cook, but it's loaded with chemicals, antibiotics, and infection risks that an older body struggles to handle. By simply changing your shrimp habits, prioritizing wild-caught shrimp and cooking it thoroughly, you protect your liver, kidneys, immune system, and gut, while still enjoying the taste of seafood without compromising your health. With this information, seniors over 60 will clearly understand that a seafood meal that seems healthy may actually be quietly harming their health, and making smart, safe choices is essential for maintaining strong joints, a sharp memory, and abundant energy. Finally, farm tilapia often appears on supermarket shelves labeled as a healthy choice, affordable and easy to cook. With its fresh appearance and tender white flesh, many seniors assume it's a safe option suitable for a balanced diet. However, behind this seemingly healthy exterior lies a series of hidden risks, especially dangerous for those over 60. The key factor that makes tilapia dangerous is the imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. Wild fish are rich in omega-3, an anti-inflammatory fat crucial for the heart, brain, and joints. Farm tilapia, however, has an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of up to 11.1, which triggers chronic inflammatory responses in the body, a silent fire that causes joint swelling, reduces blood circulation, and increases the risk of cognitive decline. For those over 60, chronic inflammation not only causes pain, but also raises the risk of heart disease, Alzheimer's, and other chronic health issues. In addition, the feed used in farming is a major concern. Tilapia raised in crowded tanks are often fed corn, soy, and even chicken manure to accelerate growth. This diet not only produces fish meat low in omega-3, but also introduces chemicals, toxins, and bacteria from the waste into the consumer's body, increasing the risk of toxicity and health decline. A study by Wake Forest University found that consuming farm tilapia raises inflammation markers in the body even more than eating bacon or hamburgers, something most seniors would never expect when they think they are eating healthy fish. Studies also show that only 2% of imported tilapia shipments are inspected by the FDA, meaning the remaining 98% could contain dioxins, PCBs, and other industrial pollutants that accumulate over time in fat tissue and organs. For seniors whose liver and kidneys have reduced detoxifying capacity, this accumulation happens faster, leading to joint pain, cognitive decline, and cardiovascular stress. A seemingly ordinary meal can quietly become the cause of fatigue, arthritis, or reduced mental sharpness, often without people realizing it. The good news is you don't have to give up tilapia entirely. The key is making smart choices and selecting a safe source. Seniors should prioritize wild-caught fish, such as pollock, Pacific rockfish, or wild salmon. These fish still provide high-quality protein, abundant omega-3, low toxin levels, and are completely safe for regular consumption. When preparing them, make sure the fish are thoroughly cooked, avoiding excessive frying or reusing cooking oil to preserve nutrients and limit harmful oxidized compounds. For those over 60, replacing farm tilapia with wild-caught fish isn't just a smart, health-protecting step. It also helps reduce chronic inflammation, improve memory, strengthen bones and joints, and protect the heart. Just a few wise food choices each week can make a significant difference for long-term health, helping you maintain independence and energy in daily activities. With this information, seniors will realize that farm tilapia is a nutritional trap. It looks fresh and is inexpensive, yet it contains chemicals, an imbalanced fat profile, and a risk of chronic inflammation, making the body more prone to functional decline. Recognizing this and choosing safe, thoroughly cooked fish, combined with natural food sources, is key to protecting health, maintaining flexible joints, sharp memory, and a strong heart after 60. After exploring the harmful types of seafood, let's move on to the more exciting part. The 4 types of seafood that seniors over 60 should eat regularly. These dishes aren't just delicious. They are medicine from the sea, helping to improve joint health, boost memory, strengthen the heart, and provide abundant energy for an active later life. First up are small sardines, which may seem ordinary, but are a powerful superfood from the ocean for seniors. After 60, bone density decreases, the risk of fractures rises, and joints begin to age. Sardines are eaten whole, including their soft bones, providing calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, a trio essential for maintaining bone density, supporting flexible joints, and preventing fractures. A single serving of sardines supplies about 35% of the daily calcium requirement, and because it comes together with vitamin D and phosphorus, the body absorbs it far more effectively than with standard supplements. Beyond their benefits for bones, sardines also serve as protectors of the heart and brain. They are rich in EPA and DHA omega-3 fatty acids, essential for brain health, helping maintain memory, enhance cognitive function, and reduce the risk of dementia. A 5-year study in Portugal found that seniors who ate sardines regularly scored 15% higher on cognitive tests and had a 38% lower risk of cardiovascular issues compared to those who avoided this fish. Sardines feed on plankton, so they are virtually mercury-free, allowing seniors to enjoy them multiple times a week without worrying about toxin buildup. Sardines also contain coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, a crucial compound for heart muscle energy and protecting blood vessels from oxidative damage. As we age, CoQ10 levels naturally decline, and getting it from sardines helps strengthen the heart, stabilize heart rhythm, and reduce vascular inflammation. Combined with omega-3s, sardines truly become a double shield for both heart and brain health. How you prepare sardines is important for preserving their nutrients. You can choose sardines canned in olive oil or water, avoiding soybean oil. They can be mashed and mixed with butter or almond butter, added to whole grain pasta with lemon and herbs, or simply served with whole grain crackers. If the fishy taste is off-putting, start with boneless, skinless sardines and gradually get used to the more natural form. In addition, sardines provide selenium and vitamin B12, supporting the immune system and overall energy. Just a few servings of sardines each week can boost immunity, reduce the risk of infections, and improve energy levels crucial for maintaining daily activity. With all these benefits, Pacific sardines are a true treasure from the sea. They strengthen bones, support flexible joints, keep the brain sharp, protect the heart, and provide abundant energy. Seniors over 60 should eat them at least 1 to 2 times per week to maintain overall health. In addition, wild Alaskan salmon is also a superfood from the sea, notable for its naturally deep red color and exceptional nutrient content. Seniors, especially those over 60, often face challenges with memory, heart health, and muscle strength. Wild salmon provides EPA, DHA, astaxanthin, vitamin D, and selenium, supporting anti-inflammatory effects, protecting the heart, enhancing memory, and strengthening muscles. Astaxanthin, the red pigment in salmon, is a powerful antioxidant 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C, helping protect nerve cells from oxidative stress. A study in Japan found that seniors who ate wild salmon twice a week experienced 40% slower cognitive decline over 8 years compared to those who didn't eat it. At the same time, the omega-3s in salmon improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and support heart health, crucial as aging naturally decreases cardiovascular function. Vitamin D in wild salmon is also essential. A single serving provides about 1,000 IU of vitamin D, helping increase bone density, improve muscle strength, and reduce the risk of falls. Selenium and other minerals support the immune system and thyroid function, two areas commonly affected in people over 60. When preparing wild salmon, focus on preserving its nutrients. Grill, lightly steam, or make salmon patties from canned wild salmon, avoiding high-heat frying. It's recommended to eat it at least twice a week to maintain its protective effects on the heart, brain, and bones. Additionally, green-lipped mussels are a rare seafood from New Zealand, notable for containing ETA, a rare omega-3 fatty acid along with glucosamine, chondroitin, and easily absorbed minerals. For those over 60, green-lipped mussels help reduce joint inflammation, support cartilage repair, strengthen muscles, and decrease fatigue. A study in Australia found that older adults who consume green-lipped mussel extract daily for 12 weeks experienced an 89% reduction in joint pain and a 91% improvement in mobility. The glycosaminoglycans, chondroitin, and glucosamine in green-lipped mussels help regenerate cartilage and joint fluid, supporting flexible movement, reducing pain, and maintaining independence in daily activities. In addition to its benefits for joints, green-lipped mussels are rich in iron, copper, and manganese, which help combat fatigue and boost collagen production for the skin, bones, and joints. Preparation method: lightly steam with garlic and white wine, or add to soups, stews, or pasta dishes. Avoid frying for too long to preserve the nutrients. It is recommended to eat 2 times a week or daily during periods of acute joint pain for maximum effectiveness. Finally, wild Mediterranean octopus is one of the most nutritious seafood options for older adults. Scientific studies have shown that it helps improve memory, restore muscle function, enhance circulation, and boost energy levels. Octopus is rich in taurine, a special amino acid, as well as vitamin B12 and omega-3s, which help protect nerve cells, improve blood flow to the brain, and reduce the risk of memory decline. Just one serving provides over 600% of the daily recommended amount of vitamin B12, an essential nutrient that many older adults lack. Unique peptides found in octopus also stimulate the release of growth hormones, helping maintain muscle mass, increase strength and energy, all without the need for medication or supplements. Preparation: choose wild-caught octopus, freeze it overnight to tenderize the meat, then grill with olive oil and lemon, slow cook with tomato sauce, or prepare it Mediterranean style. Smaller octopus are easier to eat, and just one serving per week is enough to help improve muscle strength and overall energy. In summary, Pacific sardines, wild Alaskan salmon, green-lipped mussels, and wild Mediterranean octopus are among the best seafood choices for adults over 60. They provide high-quality protein, omega-3s, vitamins, minerals, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds that support strong bones, flexible joints, sharp minds, healthy hearts, and lasting energy. Eating these seafood regularly not only boosts nutrition, but also serves as a natural medicine against aging, helping older adults maintain independence and a high quality of life. What's important is not just listening to this information, but reflecting on it. Ask yourself, have you ever eaten any of these types of seafood? Which one surprised you the most when you learned it could be either harmful or highly beneficial? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. My team and I read and reply to every comment because your stories and insights could help thousands of other older adults avoid the same mistakes. If you found this video helpful, please click like to support us and let us know that this information is truly bringing value to the senior community. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss our weekly videos with health tips and nutrition guidance. And share this video with your family or friends over 60 so they too can make smarter, safer seafood choices for their health.